In 2014, Newsweek printed this line: "No television preacher has ever read the Bible. Neither is any evangelical politician. Neither is the Pope. Neither have I, and neither have you. At best, we've all read a bad translation, a translation of translations of translations of hand-copied copies of copies of copies of copies, and on, hundreds of times." I have loads of material on my YouTube page addressing this very issue, and I can tell you that the person who wrote this has no business writing about the history of the Bible. Firstly, we're not working from translations of translations of translations. I'm an instructor at Biblical Mastery Academy, where we teach ordinary people how to read the Bible in the original languages for themselves. Secondly, the New Testament is the best attested book of antiquity, actually a collection of books. And so nothing else in antiquity comes remotely close to the attestation that we have of the New Testament books. We have over 5,000 Greek witnesses. And then let me just give you a specific example, this time from the Old Testament. So for centuries, the oldest manuscript that we had of the book of Isaiah, in the oldest Hebrew manuscript that is, was about 900 AD. This all changed in 1948 when the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered. When those scrolls were discovered, among those scrolls was the Isaiah scroll. And when they began to examine the Isaiah scroll, do you think the Isaiah scroll, the Isaiah scroll is some 1,000 years earlier than our previous oldest manuscript. Do you think it was wildly different than what we have? No. It followed very closely what we have in those later manuscripts, so that the same messianic prophecies about how there would be a suffering servant who would die on behalf of his people, all of those had already been encoded long before Jesus was born. And so you can have great confidence that the scribes who copied out these books, these Greek and Hebrew texts, did it meticulously, and the essential message of the Bible has stayed intact throughout these millennia.